Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to another video with me. In this video I am going to talk about some expressions with time. Okay, so let's first talk about the difference between on time and in time. Imagine your manager asks you to do something before 5 o'clock to finish a project, for example. And you're amazing and you finish it at like 4:55, okay, or 4:50. So you can say that I finished 5 minutes before the deadline, so it's on time, okay? So you can say I finished the project on time, or interchangeably you can say I finished the project in time. Well, there is this wrong mentality that people think that when we say on time, it means the exact time that something is supposed to happen. Okay, for example, if the project is supposed to be given or submitted at 5 o'clock and you finish it exactly at 5 o'clock, so it's on time and not before that. Well, it's not like that. Okay, let me shed some light on it and make it clear. It depends on the setting. Okay, for example, if there is a job interview and you're supposed to be at the job interview at 10 o'clock because it begins at 10 o'clock, you arrive exactly at 10 o'clock, so you cannot say that I'm on time, because according to the rules and the regulations for a job interview, you need to be there 5 or 10 minutes before the job interview begins. Okay, otherwise it's considered rude sometimes or against the interview etiquette. Okay, so here being on time, it means before that time. Okay, but if it's a party, it's a friendly get-together gathering, then and it begins at 10 o'clock, for example, so you can be there exactly at 10 o'clock and you can say I'm on time. Okay, or you can be there 5 minutes or 10 minutes before, or even 5 minutes after that time, so it's always on time. Okay, so on time, it means it means to do something at an appropriate time according to a schedule. Okay, so the word schedule is very important, okay, because that's one of the differences between on time and in time. In time, there's usually no schedule. For instance, you've got a friend who ate too much pizza and he doesn't feel good, so you rush and take him to hospital before he dies. Okay, so you can say that I got him to the hospital in time. It means there was no schedule. Okay, you were not supposed to be at the hospital at a certain time. You just took him at the hospital. You had enough time before your friend died or something critical happens to him. Okay, so another meaning of in time, it means with enough time. Okay, so, or for example, you have a job interview at 11 o'clock and you arrive at the job interview half an hour earlier. Okay, so you can say that I arrived at the job interview in time to get a coffee. Okay, it means you have 30 extra minutes to get a coffee. Okay, so here it's in time. Now, create your own examples to better understand this concept and the difference between on time and in time. For example, have you ever had a mad rush to the airport? Did you arrive in time to catch your flight? Or are you a university student? Have you ever had let's put it this way. Have you ever not submitted a project or an application or work on time? Okay, so you can create your own examples. Now, the next expression is it's time, it's about time, it's high time. Now, what do you think the difference is between these two sentences? I think it's time I went home. And the next one, I think it's time to go home. You see, one of them is followed by a past simple, the other one is followed by infinitive, present. Okay, so the one that is followed by past it means I really should do it. Okay, so there's this urge to do it. Okay, but when we say I think it's time to go home, it means it's the right time. There's no rush, there is no stress. Okay, just I feel that this is the right time to do something. Okay, so when we use past tense, it means something should have happened before. Okay, it's still late, to do it. For example, you've got two friends, they are in bad relationship and they always argue with one another. Okay, and eventually they break up. Okay, and one of the friends comes up to you and says, "Oh, I finally broke up with him." Then you say, "It was high time you broke up." Okay, or "It was about time you broke up," or simply you can say, "It's time you broke up." Okay, so as you can see, I used all the three. It's high time, it's about time, and it's time. But what's the difference? Almost no difference. The only point here is it's high time is old-fashioned. Okay, but it's about time and it's time, they are more frequently used in English. Okay, so for example, a friend of yours is playing computer games. Okay, and he has an important exam. Okay, that is coming up. So you go to him and you say, "I think it's time you stopped playing computer games and study something." Okay, so here you mean that it is necessary and you should do it. Okay, well, that's it. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.